You know, my friends, this is actually a really good question. How exactly does one draw a 1,000-pound crossbow? With a lot of help, that's how. Generally speaking, over the course of history, when you compare a bow with a crossbow, you're going to see that a bow is going to have much lighter draw weight than that of a crossbow. But some of the crossbow weights are just silly looking, it seems. If you look at ancient crossbows going into early medieval crossbows, you would see draw weights of typically around 100-something pounds. You could see greater, but a lot of these early ones that used simple stirrup systems allowed you to manually pull back on the string in order to be able to prepare the crossbow to fire. But as time went on and armor got heavier, you also got heavier crossbows. And in order to be able to draw those back, you at first had to introduce simple like lever systems, some kind of winch, something like that. And eventually you get to a windlass, where it is that you have a system where you have to crank in order to be able to draw back the bow. And by that point, you're talking 500, 600, even 1,000 pounds for draw weight. But what is kind of crazy is that even though these draw weights were insanely big, it doesn't mean that those weapons were actually better than the weaker crossbows. In fact, in many cases, because you had less draw length on a crossbow of that size, it meant that overall, the ammunition that they are firing downrange are not going to have as much force as you would with a smaller crossbow.